Hey guys, how are you? It's Rosie from Phoenix Rising by Dior. I'm here to give you a reading. So today when I was getting ready to come in, they said pretty much they want to talk about your future conflicts. So what is going to be challenging you in the future? Or I would say probably nearer future. Okay, today we have Archangels Zadkiel, Metatron, Sariel, and Phanuel present for the readings. Guys, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Helps the channel to grow, helps the messages to circulate. And if you want a private reading or any look at the list of things that I do offer, it's all located in the About section in my channel. Okay, let's see. This is a deck they guided me to. Ending the cycle. Ending the cycle is going to be a challenge, they're saying. Why? Explain this. What is going on with ending the cycle? But the card is sideways. Maybe you're not like in the cycle, but you're not 100% out yet. This is one of your conflicts moving forward. There's something within your inner child's wounds that haven't healed fully from the past cycle, they're saying. Okay. And only you're going to really know what that is for yourself. Hold on a second. I feel that you can't, like, you feel like maybe you feel like God hasn't helped you, or your spirit guides aren't helping you. You need to let go of something that isn't really meant to be your family. It's interesting how they're showing it to me. And maybe they're actually family that you need to let go of, which is really hard to do. Sorry guys, my chair. It makes a lot of noise when I move. Yeah, so that would be kind of complicated. There's something about the signs, guys. You need to pay attention to the signs. There's an owl in the picture. I'm seeing owls, so maybe you're seeing owls. I'm seeing a cross. So maybe something at church, something about the wisdom that goes along with the church. Seeing a new path, a new way. A way that's not going to lead you into selling yourself out. A way that's going to allow you to heal better. There's that. I feel like there's going to be a lot of travel in the night. There's something about traveling in the evening time when it's dark out, constantly traveling at night. Either you're going to visit somebody in the evening hours at nighttime, or something about when you're sleeping. Maybe your soulmate or the person that you're trying to detach from keeps coming into your dream state, or is finding a way to get into your dream state. Hold on a second. And something about this person who keeps coming into your dream state, they're saying, is it's causing you to like procrastinate on letting go fully. And there's something about sexuality. So maybe they're trying to like entice you in your dream state. Maybe they're like, maybe you guys are becoming intimate in your dream state. Maybe they're using sex magic, trying to keep you attached to them. Yeah, and this is causing you not to heal. This healing in reverse is constantly at the top of the deck. and not let go. Somebody is, it's almost like if somebody's like astral projecting to you while you're sleeping. Oh, I don't know. They just showed me the movie The Thorn Birds. Do you remember that? It's harder for you to reject this person in dream state unless you have full knowledge of what's going on in your dreams. Some people don't. Some people can. I can. It took me years to get to that place, but where you can just say no to people that you wouldn't normally say no to. But it's whatever it is, like this person can get to you in your dreams. Okay. What else, please? Okay. Maybe they think about you before they go to bed at night. I don't know what they're doing, but somehow they're getting into your head while you're sleeping, to the subconscious. Okay, what about that? There's some type of wisdom that you need to like harness, all right? And before I saw the owl with the church, so maybe the owl with the church, maybe there's some type of religious knowledge you need to harness onto. But basically it's like they're saying, like, don't be stuck in fear-based thinking. Like, be courageous, be strong. Don't let fear consume you. And it's like they're saying, like, we know that, like, the heavens above are saying, like, we know that you're like kind of stuck in some type of anxiety. But they're like, it's almost like they're saying, my child, we have you. We've got your back. Somehow they're guiding you. Somehow there's somebody there holding your hand. All right. Maybe you have an ancestor that's there holding your hand and you don't even realize it. Like I said, this is a general reading. So if this was a specific reading, I'd be able to tell you who was there. Hold on a second. Maybe you're in this, maybe you really had a really hard time focusing on what is good for you, what's best for you, what's not best for you. It's like you've had your head in the clouds. Or maybe you like to go under the water. Maybe you like to be under the water. I know people who do. They find that that's their most peaceful spot. It's their way of like getting away from everybody. But like, you know, clearly divers, like my friends who are divers and stuff like that. But maybe it's time to get your head out of the water. So I kind of feel like that. Yeah, I feel like whatever it is that you do for your protective space, it's like you're afraid to not do what you do that makes you feel safe. But it's time to like transition. And they're saying it's scary. Like they're saying we know it's scary, but it's time to have faith. It's time to trust. You're afraid you're going to be alone. But we're never really alone. We have so many things around us at all times. A lot of us just don't know it. Even when we feel like we're sitting alone in your house, you have people with you. You just don't know it. And I know it can seem lonely because you don't see them, but there's always energies around you. Like family, soul family. But you have a fear of being alone or ending up alone. Or like no one's going to have your back. Okay, I'm stopping with this one. What's the next deck? Okay. Just flew right out. There's someone around you. Hold on. Hold on a second. All right. They're saying no. Let's switch that message. Not that there's someone around you. It's saying that they're saying it's okay. It's like okay to be alone right now. All right. Maybe you feel like the lone wolf, or like you're all by yourself. But they're saying it's almost like they're saying as you are by yourself, you will go stronger. But it's like this is necessary to do the work, to get to where you need to go. Hold on a second. Oh, okay. You feel like you have you don't know where you stand. That's kind of what they're saying. They're like you don't know where you stand anymore. But it's like there's going to be a path that's going to be illuminated for you. And you might have to take this path alone, or at least start the journey by yourself. Sorry about the outside noise, guys. Okay, there's kids playing outside. Now the plane just flew over. I know there's a lot of distractions. I'm sorry. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's things that are just distracting you right now in your life. And maybe they're saying, maybe it's okay to be alone. Maybe you're in fear. Oh my God, I'm so itchy today. Maybe you're in fear of being alone, but maybe you're just meant to be alone right now at this point in your life, at this point in the journey. But I feel like there's this path that's going to be illuminated for you. And once you see it, you're going to know why. There's something, I don't know why, I just heard the word exposed. Maybe something is going to be exposed. All right, what else? Are you seeing crows? Are you seeing eagles? I think what they're saying is that you're once this path is illuminated and you get to see what they're going to show you, you're going to see something. You're going to physically see something. And I honestly think that when you see this, you're going to attack somebody, physically or emotionally. You're going to attack. You're going to fight. I think you're finally going to stand up for yourself. I'm not taking this shit. Whatever it is that you're going to see, you're going to observe something. For those of you who have evolved, right? This journey that we all go on, this path of enlightenment and becoming whole and becoming the high priestess or the Hierophant or whatever it is that you want to become, the empress, the emperor. But when you're trying to follow this righteous path, we're meant to be more at peace. We're meant to accept things. And not react more externally. So it's almost like they're saying you'll still be in that higher element of placement, but it's like you're going to have a moment where you're just going to snap. Something's going to happen. You're going to snap and you're going to attack and you're going to say, fuck this shit. I'm no longer going with the flow with you guys. I'm not doing this. I'm not playing this game. And that's why you're like, I'd rather be alone than play with this game with you guys, whatever it is that you're dealing with. Like, I'm done playing nice. I'm done playing nice in the sandbox. Yeah, see? Flow upside down. You're like, no. Maybe there's going to be somebody who is going to approach you and you're like, you know what? We can't fix this. There's nothing between us that can be fixed. I'm not playing these games with you. Maybe you did. Maybe there's somebody you've been trying to appease. And what did they say in the beginning of the reading? Maybe it's a family member. Yeah. It's letting go of someone who's not meant to be your family. When it comes to family, we try to make things nice. Right? We try to not cause any waves. It's funny, I have a lot of water on the page on my table right now. You know, not try to ruffle any feathers, and then we have the birds, right? But sometimes it's like, at what cost? At what cost? Because typically when we're trying to make things right, it's because somebody else is extremely complicated. Yeah, and you're trying to just leave well enough alone, be politically correct, but I feel like you're going to see something and it's going to make you lose your shit. I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen. So a whole bunch of cards just fell sideways. The beloved one. What about this? You're no longer going to put work into a situation that's unstable. You realize this isn't the path. All right, this could be a union, like a partner, or like I said, a family member, or somebody that you would care for. You're going to see through the illusions. I don't know what you're going to see, but something's going to happen. And they said the future conflict, that was the beginning. That's what they told me in the beginning. Like, what's going to be your block? What's going to be your challenge? You're going to see through the smoke. You're going to see through the illusions. And you're going to have to, like, do what's best for you. All right, what's next? Okay. I feel like you're not going to be proud of how you handle the situation. I think you're going to lose your shit. I think you're going to act in a way that you don't normally act. Or maybe the side of you that doesn't come out often, right? Or maybe something people haven't seen in a really long time. Whenever this thing gets exposed, whenever you see what you're supposed to see. You're going to see the truth. And it's going to be really hard for you to remain objective to this person or this situation. But in some weird way, it's like when you find out the truth, if you've been stressing about something that has to do with a family person or situation, it's almost like you're like, you know what? I'm not stressing about this anymore. Because all this person has created is anxiety and stress for you in your life. I think you're going to realize that you want to change. Maybe your family, you've had like this thing where it's like, I don't even know how to word it. Like, it's more important to love others than it is to love yourself. So it's more important to not ruffle any feathers in the family, but even though they want to ruffle your feathers, that's fine. But you can't ruffle their feathers. And now it's like, I feel like you're going to get to the, you're like, you know what? I'm breaking this family curse. Almost like I'm gonna break this family tradition where I have to be nice to you all the time. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I thought I read temper your control, but it's really temper your criticism. But I feel that they want to say temper your control, like get your control under ways, like don't go overboard. Okay, don't go postal, okay? Just create some boundaries with this person. And something about timing. Just create boundaries, all right? Watch what you say. Don't go overboard. You're, like I said, you're going to lose your shit, but they're saying don't go overboard. It's something like, explain this. It's something about timing. Something's going to happen with timing if you lose your control. Explain. What do you mean by this? It's going to block you. Timing. So for whatever reason, it's going to block you from moving forward. It's going to block you from going after what you want. So when you lose your shit, whenever you see what happens, so I guess they're kind of warning you to like maybe keep your mouth shut and not say everything you want to say. Because if you say what you want to say, if it's going to get really ugly. Yeah, so temper your control. Hence. Yeah, because whatever, if you do, it's going to put more blocks up for you. If you respond the way you really want to inside. Happens. It does. Anything else you want to say? What else? Which deck? Okay. Something about you needing to really start to focus on you and walk away from your pride, okay? Regardless, God has got your back, they're saying. Maybe you don't feel like he does. Yes, no, you don't feel like he does. You're like, nope. So that's something maybe you need to bring into balance, knowing that God will have your back. If you're doing like the right things, God's gonna have your back. They're saying just focus on love, and I really feel like they're talking about your self-love, and be happy. Or if you have love in your life, focus on the things that you do have, that's love in your life, and just to be happy. Happiness. Sounds so easy, but it's one of the hardest things to achieve. Anything else? Okay, what is it? Which deck? Okay, these are the closing messages, they said. What is the closing messages here for our collective? As I talk about being happy. The happy family card just fell out in the reverse. And this is how the reading started, about family, turning away from some of your family who's maybe not meant to be in your family, or just not to be meant to be part of your life. What about it? Hold on a second. Is this the energy of the person that you're talking about, or is this the person energy of the viewer? All right. So if you handle this properly, whatever this is, whatever this situation is that's coming into your life, this family member, if it's not a family member, it's somebody you had a family with, you consider to be family. If you handle this properly, it's almost like if they have been wishing ill on you, whatever's been going on, whatever turmoil is happening in your life, it's going to go back on them. This person, if you handle this situation properly, they are going to be the ones who are unhappy. they are going to be the ones that have less, and like almost like all doors of possibility are going to be closing for them. You just need to handle this properly. So don't, whenever you find what you find out, don't go crazy. I'm Italian and I'm an Aries. Crazy is like in my DNA. So I get how hard it is to just not lose your shit on somebody. But it can be done. It's a little bit of willpower. And if you play your cards right, the person who's going to be left unhappy is this other person. They're going to be without, and like pretty much all the doors are going to be closing in their face. I just hear doors. So just be fair. I was going to say be Switzerland. Is that politically correct? You know? Keep status quo. Maybe speak your mind. Don't be as venomous as maybe you want to be. So, you know, you don't spit out the poison. Maybe just a little, be to the point, be blunt. Show self-respect and move on. Because if you go through it that way, they're going to be the ones who are going to be unhappy, and it's not going to be you. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Love and light. Bye.